What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Kelly if you're new here. Hola. If you're returning, welcome back. I am back. It feels so good to just sit down in front of a camera and not be vlogging or not recording at all. So I'm back and I'm excited. Today we're going to be talking about how flight attendants are actually paid. Now this does vary per airline depending on what your responsibilities are, but also it's pretty much a standard across the board for what flight attendants are paid for. So we're gonna I made a whole little thing on my phone of everything to get into it, but we're gonna get right into it. So I usually get this question mostly from people that are actually on the planes and they want to know what we are paid for and how much you get paid, and do the hotels, are they taken care of, or do we have to pay for, and things like that. So I'm gonna start a series about flight attendant questions. If you have questions, post them down below. I will definitely answer them if I can. There are certain things according to my airline, according to other airlines, that we cannot say, but if I can answer the question, I definitely will. And we're gonna get right into this video. So first things first is the base salary. I think that's what I started first. So yeah, the base pay for flight attendant, again, that number varies because it's different. You have regional flight attendants, that's places like Envoy, SkyWest, GoJet, the smaller airlines that do a lot of hopping around. And then you have mainline flight attendants that are Delta, United, American, the big three. And then you have the airlines that's kind of in between, which is Frontier, JetBlue, Southwest, and Spirit. So it depends on where you start out from. I know that regional airlines start out less than mainline, so that number could vary honestly anywhere from $17 is the lowest I think I've seen it, all the way up to $27 an hour starting out. This is just your initial pay. Now also, because people don't know this, that base pay is what you're paid per flight hour. That is you only get paid that amount when the doors are closed on the plane. So when you're boarding, when you arrive, during delays, during the planing, all of that stuff, you don't get paid that $17 to $27 an hour amount. You only get paid that, honestly, when you close that door and they start to, I believe it's 3 wheels rolled back, then that starts your pay of the base amount. Another category to payments are per diem, or is per diem. And I believe this standard is the same per airline all the way around. I think it's federally mandated. This is what you get paid per hour that you are away from home. So say that I work a trip and it's a 2-day trip and I just so happen to be away from home for 47 hours. The per diem, they pay you for that 47 hours away from home. This is also on top of your actual base hourly pay. These all get added together, and this is what's going to be your pay for that trip. So per diem, I believe right now, and you can tell me if I'm wrong down in the comment box below, but I believe it's $232. I want to say that's what it is. So for that 47 hours that I was away from home, I get paid $2.32 per hour. Now I know it don't sound like a lot. Typically though, I work 4-day trips, and I try to get the most time away from home, which is why I'm always in a hotel room somewhere. But so this trip right now is, let me look it up and see. So this trip today that I'm working is actually a 4-day, and I am away from home for 69 hours. So I get paid $2.32 for 69 hours just for being away from home. So just for working, they're gonna pay me $160. Ooh, what is that? Okay, they're gonna pay me $160. This is on top of the credit or the block of what this trip is supposed to be. So I think that is something personally I look for when working, is trying to get as much per diem as possible on top of working as much as possible. Something that is also important to note is that per diem is not taxed if you're away for multiple days. Now, if you were to do a turn and you leave and come back, I don't know why this rule is, but the per diem is taxed. But if you were to go away for 2 days or more, your per diem is not taxed. It goes straight into your check. So the next thing, and this is bigger for some airlines than it is for others, and some airlines might not get paid for it at all, but I know there are a few that do, and this is something that can help you sway your choice. But airlines that sell snacks, all airlines sell snacks. Even though some give away snacks for free, there are different type of premium options that you have that you can purchase, or you can purchase liquor and things like that on the plane. Some airlines will give you a percentage of that sale total at the end of the month. I know for a fact that it's not a lot. I personally just use that little money for like snacks, or you know, if I'm eating somewhere on a layover or things like that, I can use it for that. Honestly, it is a small percentage, and then you split it between everybody that also sold snacks on that plane. So all other flight attendants split that percentage of what the snack sales were. Now this is kind of low, honestly. It's probably like 30 to 40 bucks extra every 2 weeks. I personally think that's kind of good, because if I'm working a trip and I just have 40 bucks on the card, I can just go ahead and buy me something to eat and then put it back away. I literally use that card for only snacks and food and things like that when I'm away on a trip. I don't use it at home, and I don't use it for like bills or anything, because it's never that much money on there. But I do know that it's always enough to just take care of little things that I want to get here and there while in the airport, but I don't want to spend my own actual money on. Next, we have profit sharing. I think this only is specific to like 2 or 3 airlines specifically, but I know that all airlines don't have this, but this is something good to have. Now, if you are in a corporate job, I know some corporate businesses, I know my last job offered profit sharing. So it's a percentage of whatever the sales or money that airline made that quarter or that year, however often they decide to do their profit sharing checks. They will give a percentage to the flight attendants, honestly all crew that help put into making this business run. They pretty much just share the money that they make, which I think is pretty awesome, because if I'm helping you make this money, I think that it's really nice and really cool for you to also compensate me for that. Like I said though, this is not for every airline. I'll tell you that right now. You should look up, if that's something that you want, look up a company that is offering profit sharing, because it also is something that is it helps a lot when it comes to just random checks at the end of the month, or you know, every year and things like that. I do know that I believe Delta does profit sharing. I'm not sure though. You have to look that up and see, but I'm sure, I kind of think that they do. But you can just search what airline you think does it. This last one is specific to a couple airlines too. I don't know if it works for all airlines, but I know a few other flight attendants I talked to said that they do this. But credit card sales, if you were to, it's like promoting your company's credit card on the plane. I believe that every airline is supposed to do that. If not, I know for a fact, like Delta, I've seen they have a actual desk in the middle of the airport that offers you to, you know, sign up for a credit card. But if you were to sell credit cards on the plane, and not like selling it to them, but promote for people to enroll, and the people actually do sign up for the card, you can make money that way as well. And that definitely personally helps me, because I'm like, I'm all about free money. I'm gonna take it wherever it can come. And that's at least like an extra $300, well actually $400 to $500 at the end of the month. And just promoting people to sell credit cards, you're not throwing it in their face or anything like that, but you're just suggesting it. And if they want to do it, they'll do it. And you know, if they reference you for telling them to do it and they actually get approved, you get money for that. If they get denied, I believe you get money for it too. But if not, it's like, why not? It's not like you're out here actually signing people up and making them enroll in all of this kind of stuff. You're just putting it out there. Hey, you should sign up for the credit card. I see you travel this airline a lot. I see you here a lot. Or, you know, you said you come here a lot. You have to always buy bags. This is something that can help you do whatever it is you want to do with the card. But that's pretty much it, I believe. If there's more, always drop it in drop it in the comment box down below. I'm willing to hear it. But that is what I know that flight attendants are paid for and how they are getting paid. If that is something that you are interested in, I definitely would suggest to look into it. A lot of airlines are hiring right now, and I do definitely think it's worth it. The lifestyle is different. No one day is the same, but I did not come on here to promote becoming a flight attendant. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and peace out.